All right, let's talk about Company. Now, we've been kind of building up to Company for a little while because we've been talking about the concept musical, that musical style that Hal Prince and Stephen Sondheim created together. And I've been saying we're going to get to it. We've seen kind of examples of it popping up. You know, Cabaret is kind of a concept musical, but not really. But with Company, we really hit the first undisputed concept musical. And remember, a concept musical is a musical where the idea, the basic concept, if I may, takes precedent over everything else, over the story, over the time period. It is the thing that is pushed to the forefront. Remember, concept musicals don't usually follow a linear storyline, cause to effect. They jump all around in time. And they don't care if the audience really follows it. They more want to get the idea across. And Company is that very first example. So music and lyrics by Stephen Sondheim, produced by Hal Prince. The framework that we're working with, because I don't want to say the story, but the framework that we're kind of working with in terms of the story is that it revolves around a young man named Bobby, who is single and unable to fully commit to a steady relationship, let alone getting married. And his friends, who are 5 married couples, as well as his 3 girlfriends, past, present, and future, are all getting together to give him a birthday party, a surprise 35th birthday party. So, using the birthday party as a framework, we jump back and forth in the lives of these different couples, of Bobby himself, and kind of comment on the difficulties of sustaining what was then a modern relationship. Okay? Comments on love, marriage, commitment from these different perspectives. Again, jumping around all in time. So this musical had a couple of things that were a little subversive about it, aside from just the format that was being used, the concept musical. First of all, even though the music is kind of very upbeat in a lot of it, its views on relationships are not really that flattering in a lot of instances. And, pardon me, and a lot of musicals, as we know, love stories always wanted to end happily. Musicals about relationships, usually, with minor exceptions here and there, always ended very well, or always had this great view of love. Company takes a little bit more pessimistic view of love. They don't hate love, but they're not going, oh, love is the greatest thing ever, it'll keep us together. It's saying love is work and love has some problems, The musical was famous for at the time, or something that Hal Prince was very proud of, that he really wanted to hammer home. He always said that people go to the theater to escape. And who goes to the theater mostly? Upper class people, middle class people. So he said that these upper middle class people go to the theater to escape their problems. Well, we're going to give them a musical where their problems are put right out on stage and they have to confront them. So this is Hal Prince and Stephen Sondheim having some fun, either with or at the expense of, depending on who you ask, the people who are paying to see their show. How would you you want to go to a movie to escape your problems, and it seems like the movie is going out of its way to point all of your problems out. I mean, it's the same basic thing. Also, the musical paints a much different picture of the city of New York. Now, as we've already seen through the documentary and other things we've talked about, they always talk about the city of New York like it's the greatest place on earth. It's the greatest city on earth. How many people wrote songs about it? New York, New York, I'll take Manhattan, the Bronx and Staten. So everybody's writing all these love songs and all these great things about New York. Company is one of the first shows to say, it's dirty, it's dingy, you are packed together with all of these other people who would just assume knock you down and step on your face, then look at you. It's not a great place. You're in a crowded city, but you are completely alone. So again, a little bit more pessimistic view of things that up till that time had always been portrayed as, isn't this great? Isn't this the greatest thing ever? Silently subversive.